Alright guys, I'm back. This is part 2, changing brake pads on the Chevy Silverado. So what we ran into last time, we took our brake pads off and our rotor has worn extremely bad on one of the sides, and it's ate up due to the brakes failing and eating off the pads. I'm going to show you what this looks like right here. Look at that. That's horrible. It's never supposed to look like that. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened here. What happened is the brake pads, where I have these clips, these little clips right here, these clips cause the brake pads to stick. And what that's did is it's caused it to stick and wore my rotor down. It wore it down because the pad got stuck on it and it couldn't come back open because all the rust had built up. So I'm doing away with these. All they are is a salt pocket. It gets wet, catches salt, builds rust up. On the other side, you see, I didn't have these clips. My rotor worn on both sides perfect. It did have a couple ruts and stuff. That's just due to cheap brake pads. But luckily, what I'm gonna have to do, I got an old pair of rotors that I had just laying around and stuff, so I'm not out of luck. So we're going to be showing you a video on how to replace the rotor also, so you get a double whammy today. So let's get started. So we already got the pads off. If you didn't see that, you can go back and check my other video out where I started taking the rotor, the pad, or not the rotor, but the brake caliper, the pads and everything off. Now we're going to take the bracket, the rotor bracket, and we're going to take it off. Let me find my, it's already on here. So it's just those other two bolts I showed you. Here's the first one. Here was the other bolt right behind it. You're just going to want to break those loose the exact same way. Remember, don't apply steady force. Bump it. You always bump it because you don't want to break your bolt. I've broke them many a time changing brakes before I learned that. My uncle showed me, he said, boy, you can't be applying pressure like that. You'll break them bolts off. I said, oh no, I won't. Snap. It happens every time to the best of us. Alright, so we got to get this bolt. We get the two bolts out. So there's only 4 bolts that hold your caliper and the caliper mount that's mounted to your rotor. That's the only thing that holds them on. 4 bolts. So once you get these bolts out, then you're going to be able to remove this bracket that's holding your rotor on. I'll show you as soon as I get this old rusty screw out. Alright, so make sure you keep your bolts and everything put together. That way you can get back to it when you need. I almost slide mine in the hole so I don't lose them. Alright, so the next step we're going to do now is take the rotor off. So that son going over here, it's scrap metal now. We're going to grab the, let's see which one. This looks pretty good. Heck, they're both really good. This don't look bad though. Let's check it, see if it's got any rough rivets. I already took this thing and had it turned, but these are practically new. And these are them good ones too, with the ridges cut. They are full. We're going to wire brush it and try to get it a little bit cleaner than it is. It's the little things, man. But I'll show y'all what I'm doing here. I'm just going to wire brush it down. It's an old rotor I had. Luckily, shoot, I knew there was a reason my hoarder come in handy. I've got another set too over at my other place in the building. I changed them and they didn't need it, but I already had them, so I did it. So I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to get them as clean as I can with this wire brush. You don't want to start off to a bad start right off the gate. At least give it a fighting chance. These ain't bad though. Heck, they might have a 30-second of wear. It's not bad at all, really. They're in really good shape. Oh, I see a little bit. That's just from the pad though. That ain't nothing. These are good rotors. I believe they're 453. We're working on 4.8, but that really don't matter when it comes to the brakes. All the parts are reversible. Oh yeah. This thing's coming clean again. Make sure you get both sides though. If you got that, heck, I didn't think of that. I got a wire brush that I could put on a drill. It would make this way easier. But we're using hand tools. That's the way they did it back in the day, so I ain't above it. Still gets the job done. Alright, flip it. Make sure you get these two down in here. You don't want those rust flakes to get between your brake pad and get stuck and cause rivets. So you want to try to get all that old rust and flakes and stuff off that you can. Alright. Already out. Scrub. Or they really try to clean them gaps out too, so they function right. Man, oh man, these things probably sit in the weather before they was ever put in a building. And that's my fault. Get tied up doing other stuff and forget to put stuff up. Man, maybe I'll get that thing. I should have got that thing for a drill. I'm getting old. Oh yeah. Gosh, it's wearing my arm out. Definitely using a wire wheel on a drill next time. Whew, my hand's cold. Keep it right. It's 20. Well, it's probably 18 or 19 out here right now. But man can't drive a truck and get to work if you ain't got brakes. You gotta have brakes, man. So got to do what I got to do. So this right here ain't what I thought it was. That's just like a little pocket. So that's good news. So it's actually in really good condition. Alright, so let's see. We can see inside a little bit. Try to get as much as I can, maybe. Oh, yeah. Definitely getting it. Little girl. Dog, come out. Say hey. You gonna come and say hey? Nala. Lila. Here you go, girl. Come here. Say hey, baby. Come on. Come here. Don't be shy. Come here, baby. You ain't gonna be scared. She's scared while I'm working on the trip. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put her new rotor on. There she is. Hey, sweetie. Hey, you cold? You cold? I know I am. So you're gonna slide that on. Take the bracket that we took off in the previous step. I'm gonna wire brush it down a little bit too on the inside and stuff where I got it off. It never hurts. I'm gonna undercoat this truck too. I'll probably do a video on it, but that's something I'm probably gonna do in the summer. I'm gonna redo it and make it look as nice as I can again. It has a lot of sentimental value to my old lady, so I wanna do what I can to make it right and make it nice for her. I'm getting rid of these brackets. I'm not using them brackets. And I don't use the grease that they give you either for your brakes, because once your brakes get hot, that grease will go down on your brake pads, your brand new brake pads, and crystallize them. You start hearing them squeaks going down a big old mountain. You know what I mean? Gosh, that's a headache. Alright, so you're going to take these pads right here, take your bolts out. And you're just going to slide this, let's see, right here like this. You're going to put it right back on the new rotor. You got to find the hole, get it threaded and started in. Once you get it started, it'll be real easy. Let's see, it should be right there. I need to do it like that. There we go. See, I got to start. Alright, once you get it started, go down. Go ahead and start the bottom bolt. Don't ever tighten one before you get both of your bolts started. That's not good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab my ratchet. I'm going to set it to tighten. Always make sure before I start. Just a good habit. And you just want to go ahead and start working it, getting it tight, but don't snug it. Work it and then jump to the other bolt. Let's go ahead and get it in a little bit too. There we go. Squeeze them off. There we go. Alright, it started getting a little tight, so I'm going to jump down here. I'm going to snug it up. See, I'm snugged. I didn't put no pressure yet. I'm going to push down. I'm going to jump back up here one more time. See, it come loose just a little bit. Alright, snug. Snug. Now look, here's how I'm going to tighten. Now I'm going to bump it. I'm going to hold it tight to my nut so it don't slip. That's all it needs. All it needs. Don't do it too hard, you will break it. If you don't believe me, they say hard heads make soft butts. I guess you have to find out the hard way. I'm just kidding. But, alright, we're ready for our brake pads. Let me grab those real quick. Alright, so we got our brake pads, and I am using Duralast ceramic brake pads. I picked them up at AutoZone for roughly $55. Alright, so you're just going to want to come in from your side and slide it in there, like so. Come in from this side, put it on notches, slide it, make sure it's on there pretty good. Now after you got that on there, you got to go and get your C-clamps. This is back to the step where I took the caliper. We're back to the caliper, back to what you do with it. So you get your C-clamps. Gonna loosen them up, big enough to get up on those pistons and mash them in. So I'm gonna take this right here. See if I can get it. Y'all see that? Maybe let me get it right here. All right, that's a little better. So I'm gonna take my C-clamp and I'm gonna adjust it. I can get it on this piston. Maybe I'm gonna have to mash that back a little bit. My C-clamp just ain't quite big enough. Get up the bite. Get a bar on it. I might need much help on it. See if I can come in from the side right here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna come in and push this in. I didn't get it back and forth enough yet, so no problem. I'll mash it back first. There we go. There we go. Hopefully we get in there back far enough to where I can get this C-clamp on it. Alright. And I'm so close, but close on I can. Horseshoes and hand grenades, as they say. I can't get that lucky. Dang. Yeah, I will. I'll never give up. Never give up. I'll get it. Dang it. Oh, maybe I will. I gotta give up. I'll have to find another way. I can do this and mash that in a little bit, probably. Right here. Yep, it'll work. Alright, I'm struggling out. Everything's in the way. Here we go. I'll just have to do it like this. Oh man.